Hello everyone and welcome to my channel and my very first speed build. So I wanted to just do a little introduction of myself. My name is Maddie. I'm 23 years old and I'm from Waco, Texas. And I actually just graduated from Baylor University. But before I went to Baylor, I went to a little college in a tiny little town called Kilgore College, and I was on the dance team there for 2 years. And then I moved back home to Waco and went to Baylor, and I just graduated. So I'm in the real adult world now playing The Sims 4. And I'm actually a pretty newbie Sims player. I didn't play Sims all growing up like most people that play The Sims now have done. I actually didn't start playing The Sims until all of this like COVID quarantine stuff happened, and I got really into the building side of it. So that's where my love for The Sims has come from. And when I was little, I used to like dream of being an interior designer, interior decorator. So I thought it was really cool that I could kind of do that in The Sims. I think The Sims is a great game for building and getting to design and use your creativity in that way. But with that being said, I didn't pursue a degree or a career in interior design or anything. My major was health kinesiology and leisure studies. I want to teach dance. And so I think it's really cool that I can play The Sims and do all of this interior design, decorating stuff in my free time as like a little hobby, you know? So moving on to the build, I built this house with a sim in mind. I figured this sim was a teacher and she lives alone. And I think she's a little bit older. Like her children have grown up, moved out of the house. Maybe they're even out of college at this point. And she's just living her best life in this cute little house. And it's a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom, but it does include an office where she can go to grade papers. There's a bookshelf and a little chair in there that I add that I figured she can go in there to read as well. And then the kitchen, dining, and living room is all open concept, all kind of flows. And so I'm adding wood floors now for both of the porches and then the kitchen, dining, living area, as well as the office to keep that cute little farmhouse charm feel. I love these wood floors from the Jungle Adventure pack. And then I added carpet in the bedroom and tile in the bathroom because, I don't know, I feel like it's just common in like older homes to have like hardwood floors in the main living areas and then carpet in the bedroom always, and then most of the time then tile in the bathroom, especially where I live. And now I'm working on the kitchen. I use the Country Kitchen pack mainly for this kitchen. I just love the counters. I feel like the Sims team did such a great job with this pack. I was so excited because like farmhouse, like country living, like that is my style. Like that's my dream home, would be like that farmhouse vibe in it. So I was really excited to like incorporate that into this build. I also really love doing kitchens in The Sims. That's probably my favorite part of every build, is doing the kitchen, because I love to add like all of the cute kitchen clutter, like having a fruit bowl, the little bread box from Parenthood, the little knives. I think it's all just so cute, and I have so much fun designing kitchens. And I think we definitely need to keep account of how many times I say like or in this video. My speech teacher from high school would be so mad at me right now if she heard me. Anyway, I am moving on to the dining room right now. And you'll notice I'm like skipping around really bad in this build. I am like placing all of the like main, oh my gosh, I have to stop saying like. I am placing all of the main furniture down first, and then once I get to the office, start adding more clutter in those areas. And then I move on to the bedroom and then the bathroom. But I'm really bad about skipping everywhere in the home when I'm doing a build, because I'll be like scrolling through all of the like decorations, the clutter, and I'll see something cute that I like, and I have to just go put it there right then. I can't keep doing what I'm doing without going and putting it where I think it should go. So I apologize if that bothers you. Let me know down in the comments, like, if that is something that irritates you when you're watching a speed build, and I'll try to do better about it. I really try to stay in one place, but my brain just goes a million miles per minute and I'm everywhere. I'm a mess, but it ends up really cute, so I think I kind of can get away with it, but we'll see. So for all of the walls that I'm placing down now, I'm using this Jungle Adventure wallpaper. It's like, what is that? It's like kind of like a concrete, like supposed to be like textured. I can't remember what term I'm trying to say here. If you know what I'm trying to say, let me know down in the comments. But I really love this wall texture. I use it in so many builds. Jungle Adventure for me was like one of the best packs I've bought, because I use a lot of this stuff so much. Like I use those floors all the time, the walls all the time. I use that really big plant with like the cute textured pot. I'm doing such a bad job of describing it right now, but I use it in this build. But I use that pack all the time. It's so good. I don't use the gameplay, but I do use the build and buy objects literally all the time. I love it. And so now I'm working on the office. I used this big desk, big chunky desk. I figured it was something that she's had for a while. It kind of looks a little older. So I figured it's been probably passed down a couple generations. She's used it a lot. Oh, there I go skipping around. I'm like putting plants and everything everywhere. I'll probably go back to the office at some point, but I put that Apple clock in there, the bookshelf, the chair and the lamp. And so now I'm cluttering up the kitchen, adding all of the things that I like to add in like every single kitchen I ever do. Yep, there I go, bouncing around. And then in a second, I'm going to go into debug, and I get this. So Jungle Adventure came with these really cute, there they are right there, those baskets. And what I love to do is put a basket on the counter, and then I get one of the base game fruit bowls. It's like the shorter one. And I size it down one, and I stick it in that basket. And I think it looks so cute, especially for a farmhouse vibe. And you'll see me add the fruit in a second. But what I'm doing right now is another little trick that I like to do to make the coffee maker. Because when I put like appliances on corner counters, I hate how close to the edge it goes. So I learned from somewhere that you can size down those counters and put the coffee maker on it, and then just put it wherever you want on a counter. And I'm pretty sure it's still functional. But there I go right now, putting the little fruit bowl into the basket. See, doesn't that look so cute? I just love it. And so now in a second, I'm going to be using my red shelf to put this plate on top of the refrigerator. And if you do not have this red shelf, you need it. It is such a lifesaver for cluttering up spaces. If you like to use a lot of clutter in your builds, I highly recommend this red shelf. It's called the OMSP shelf. You can just Google that, and it'll give you the download. And it's really small. Like it's only like the shelf, so it won't take up a lot of space if you're running The Sims on a lower end computer. I used to play The Sims on my MacBook Air, and it was totally fine. So highly recommend that shelf for all of your cluttering needs. it's wonderful. So that's pretty much what the kitchen's going to end up looking like. I add a couple things, I think, in a second. I think I add that little herb. Yeah, here it is. The little herb kitchen thing. I think it's so cute. I forget about it all the time, but I really like it. And then just a couple other decorations, and then at the end I throw in a rug, like at the end of the video, pretty much. So that's pretty much it for the kitchen and like dining area. Now I'm gonna come over here and add some more decorations to the living space. I really love these like photo collage things from the movie Hangout stuff. I use them way too often, but they're so good. They're so big that it fills up a big blank wall that you have, and they're so cute. The designs are awesome on those. And then yes, this jungle adventure plant. This is the one I was talking about a second ago. I absolutely love it. I think it looks so cute. It can be so versatile. You can use it in so many different styles of builds. And then that eco lifestyle blanket basket that I placed down a second ago, I use that all the time as well. Just such good items. 10 out of 10. Love these items. And then I'm doing the little Simsy trick. Not really a trick, but just putting those postcards from Debug onto that little corkboard, I think is so cute and just really ties in a space. And now I'm adding, of course, the alarm thing, the fire alarm, and a thermostat and an umbrella. Those are pretty much staples in all of my builds. I mean, you need an alarm for if your sim catches fire while cooking. It'll like save your sim's life. But also the thermostat and umbrellas, if you have seasons, I feel like it makes the home feel a lot more complete and realistic if it has those. So I'm moving on to the bedroom and kind of bathroom now. I got distracted while doing the bedroom and was like, oh, I need to add curtains to the bathroom. And let me tell you, I struggled so hard putting curtains on that window, and I don't know why, but it kept wanting to go on the outside. Does that ever happen to you? And like it wouldn't place like normal, so I had to like cheat it and put it low down and then raise it up with the 9 key to make them work. It was, I don't know, I don't really experience that issue often, so I don't know if it's like a new bug or something, but let me know if you're having that problem too. I thought it was really weird. But I'm just adding some decorations to the bedroom. I kept it pretty simple in here, especially since there were a lot of windows and doors in this room. I didn't want to add too much, and I used one of the like higher dressers from movie Hangout stuff, I think it is what it's from. So normally I'll like clutter up on top of a dresser, but since that was a high one, there's no sense in putting clutter up there most of the time because it's so high to the ceiling. But like I said, I kept it pretty simple, but tried to still make it really cute. Oh, that mirror from Jungle Adventure as well. That's another one that I use all the time. I think it's such a great mirror. I want one of those in real life. I would be living my dream if I had that, honestly. Such a good piece. And then I'm adding this little shelf, and I put a speaker and then this little plant from the Country Kitchen kit and a little bunny figurine. I thought that bunny figurine would be really cute here. Like, it was given to her from like her grandma or something. I don't know. I just really love that bunny. And now I'm moving to the bathroom. And I don't know, this isn't, like, it wasn't that small of a bathroom. I think just having the door on the shorter side makes it feel a lot smaller. So I was only able to fit a shower and then one, like, sink. Normally I try to do, like, more than one countertop for the sink area because I feel like, I don't know, in my real life, I have to have counter space. I could not survive if I only had that much counter space. But I mean, in The Sims it doesn't really matter, but I still like to include it just because I like the look of it. I like my builds to look realistic. But this is really all I was able to fit in there. Of course, I add a couple decorations every once in a while around the bathroom, but it's pretty simple. I like to try to be creative with bathrooms, but you can't always accomplish that. But anyway, I'm just finding a rug to put in the bathroom, and then in a second I'm going to put a rug in the kitchen as well, right here. And then I'm moving on to the outside. I normally try to do all of the outside before I go on to the inside, or vice versa, just completely ignore the outside and then do inside of the house. But this time I stopped in the middle of doing outside of the house. Oh, and then I realized I somehow missed that random piece of wall there. Oops. But as I was saying, I just, for some reason, completely stopped doing the outside to get to the inside because I just got really excited about this build and I just wanted to furnish the inside of it. So I just took a brief pause and came back to it later, but I'm just adding these little pillars around the house just to add some more detail and interest to the outside. And then I give it a little front porch with this rocking chair and that cute little basket set. I forget what pack that's from, but I really enjoy that for farmhousey builds. And then I'm going to landscape it all in a second, but I moved on to do the fencing and stuff in the backyard. I love this tall wooden fence. I feel like it's one of the only fences that we have that looks like a real fence that people have in their backyards, at least in Texas. Everyone just has a brown wooden fence as for their backyard, and we only have 2 of them and they look pretty much the same. I wish we would get more fences that look realistic. I mean, I like the ones that we have, but it just doesn't look like real life to me, and I like my builds to look like real life. And so I was really jumping everywhere with the terrain and the landscaping and stuff. So you'll see me literally go all over the place. I'm adding terrain, this brown dirt to all around the house, underneath it. I feel like it also just adds more interest, makes it look realistic. And then I'll start adding flowers, and then I'll do some terrain painting, and then more flowers and plants, and do more terrain painting. I don't know why I can't just do all of the plants and then all of the terrain right afterwards. I wish I could. I wish my mind would just let me focus on one thing at a time, but most of the time it doesn't, and it ends up just being everywhere. But like I said earlier, it still turns out looking pretty cute, so I guess it's fine. But I love also this season's mailbox. I use it in almost every build. I think it's the cutest thing, and all the different colors that come on it. Most of the time I don't use the colored ones, but I still think they're really, really cute. It's just the perfect mailbox. I want a mailbox that looks like that one. While I'm doing the landscaping, I just have to mention the new pack that's coming out tomorrow, the Dream Home Decorator pack. I am so excited. I don't think I've ever been this excited for The Sims. I already love this game, but this pack is just gonna be the cherry on top for me. The sectional sofas and the custom TV units and all of the walk-in closets. I'm gonna have a field day with this pack. I cannot wait. And I think the gameplay is gonna be really fun as well. I've always loved interior design games. That's always been my favorite kind of game growing up. So I think I'm just gonna have the best time with this pack. I really do. I've never paid full price for a Sims pack, but I'm gonna be paying full price for this one for sure. So let me know in the comments if you're excited for this pack, if you're not excited, if you're watching this when it's already come out. Let me know how you're liking it. But we're getting to the end of the video now, so if you've enjoyed watching this build or just listening to me talk, please be sure to give this video a like, subscribe, and I hope you have an awesome day.